When South Sudan became an independent nation in 2011, it established the National Security Service to gather and analyze intelligence and advise other state authorities. However, today the Security Service operates far beyond this mandate. It has routinely used violence, intimidation, arrest, and torture to target suspected opponents of the government.
They opened the car and they pulled me inside. Some were actually tying my hand at my back, some were tying my feet. I was actually in the car for almost 48 hours. That's what happened to me. And I can say they are members of Security Apparatus.
Our research identified 3 main detention sites used by the Security Service in Juba: Blue House, Riverside, and High Jalaba, although none is authorized by law for detention purposes. The National Security Service have even used residential houses for detentions. Detainees are sometimes held for months or years without charge or trial or access to their lawyers or families. Those who've been detained in these facilities include suspected rebels, students, human rights defenders, journalists, activists, political dissidents, and aid workers.
People who are active, reporting things that are affecting the community are the ones targeted. They say that you are criticizing the president, you are criticizing the entire system of the country.
People we interviewed told us of beatings, being hung upside down from a rope, shocked with electricity, pierced with needles, burned with melted plastic, and raped. Most were released without ever being interrogated, charged, or presented in court.
It's completely out of the law. The interrogation and the way how they interrogate people during the investigation. Individual detainees are always tortured. The suffering inside the detention facility was very, very, very serious. You don't have food, we don't have water, we don't have medication, treatment. Many detainees, they used to die inside.
South Sudan cannot develop into a country that respects human rights and the rule of law with a security service that operates without accountability and egregiously abuses its citizens. To this end, the NSS must be changed.